So something happened at work. I tried to connect a email address to a distribution list, and I'm going through all these pains of thinking, okay, I have to create a place to hold the email address where mail can come in, like another contact or a user, and then that has to point to a distribution list. And the new IT guy we have is like, why don't you just put the email address on the distribution list? And it dawned on me that, well, you know, you can do that because as long as the domain names line up, the email address that you put on it, the first part of the email address, will simply start catching email and pointing it to that distribution list. This is one of those situations where the most obvious answer does not come to me. I've had this happen to me a couple of times now here recently, where I just assume that the more complex answer is the only way to do it. And I don't know why I've been doing it more lately than normal, because normally you want to try the simple things first. When they fail, you go to more complex things. But I've been coming at it from the wrong angle. And that, I felt a little bit better because a friend of mine who just got a new car came to me and said, "Hey Kelly, how do you change the time on this radio? It doesn't make any sense. How do you set the radio stations?" And we get out in our car, and she's like, "Oh, look, there's a big set button. So you got to hit the set button and hit the radio station, duh." And then we look close, and there's a couple of holes in the radio. And you take a little pen, you set the minutes and hours for the time. So it's like, oh, okay. With her, she just bought the car in the afternoon and has only been driving it at night for the last couple of days when she's had it. And this is the first time she's really seen it in daylight, I believe. And for me, I'm just so used to Microsoft always using the most complex method of doing everything that I have become jaded and just assume it's going to be more complex than the simple answer. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Tracy has a new ride.
No. So I think we're just trying to
set the clock.
Figure out, I got my hair in the door. Yeah, that's good for the video.
Perfect.
Okay.
Shut the door, it's cold.
I can't. Stop.
You gotta hit the button.
Push the button. And pull it.
And watch her arm.
I can't tell you. Oh my Lord, child. Eat more protein. I died.
Okay.
There we go.
Barefoot out, it's freezing. Alright, so apparently there's a clock button somewhere.
There's an hour, there's a minute.
There's a little bitty button. You gotta use it said you had to use a stapler or something for them.
I usually use a pin.
That'll work.
Let's see what I got going on in here. Everything in the world is not there.
She's upset at being an hour early to things.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm late. No, I'm not.
I'm in the booth bath.
Okay.
You like it back there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
My little ghetto pen.
There you go.
I don't know if this might not be sharp.
Might not be long enough.
Yeah, look at this. It's like a goodie bag. I'll say, come on, Kelly, break out something. In your pocket of wonders. Do that.
Alright, let's try that. It's a little bitty screwdriver.
Oh, just figured it out.
Oh, did
Set.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Don't short circuit nothing.
It's 4:29, yeah? I just passed right by. God. It's 3:29. Yeah, let's get a little earlier. Okay.
There we go. Yay.
Exhibit A. Can do all that.
It's got a button push. So we figured two things out. I guess she was just tired.
Well, and I really haven't been in my van in the daylight. So, yeah, buddy, it's a party van. Wow. If the vans are rocking. can't believe Whitney Houston died, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shocked me.
I don't know, I've heard pretty good things about caravans. Tend to last, so we'll see.
And Ellie can never get out of the vehicle. She can't open the door.
Ellie can't open the door. Excellent. Maybe it does have a child safety lock thing
No,
on?
it's just you gotta push the button.
Oh, okay. All right. Down this name on YouTube.